Hey, it's Mr. Tod, the Pie Man, and it's Thanksgiving time. What better way to enjoy a slice of pie than with a fresh dollop of whipped cream? Today, I'm going to show you guys how to make it. So let's get started. Now, the most important thing when you're making fresh whipped cream is you want to have your ingredients as cold as possible. So that means the bowl that you're going to use, the heavy cream, which is what we recommend, you want that to be as cold as possible. So I like to put the bowl in the refrigerator the night before. You can even put it in the freezer if you like. And we're always going to use the whip attachment. It's much better when making any type of cream application. So you just put that baby on there, all right? And again, I've got heavy cream, 40% heavy cream. And why 40%? Because it has a higher butterfat content, so it's going to give you a nice thick texture. And what is whipped cream if it's not nice and thick, right? So always try to get the heavy cream when you're in the supermarket, because sometimes you see whipping cream, light whipping cream. Heavy whipped cream is what you're really looking for. So we're going to drop that down, right? And it's best to start off on a slow speed, because as the heavy cream begins to mix, you see it's going to eventually start to come together. And you can gradually increase the speed as we go. There we go. And so, I've got my sugar next, okay? So we use a 10x powdered sugar. You're not going to use a regular sugar or a brown sugar or anything like that. You want 10x powdered sugar, or confectionery sugar as we call it. And now that we've got this coming together a little bit, we're going to gradually add a little sugar in there. And what's also good with the sugar, even though it's 10x and it's already kind of mixed, if you will, I like to still sift it a little bit, okay? So you get a nice little sifter, just sift it in there a little bit so that once you have it in the bowl, it's not clumpy or lumpy or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and add that. And you always want to keep pushing stuff down in the bowl. So you take your spatula, just kind of gradually just push things down in there, okay? Get the rest of that sugar in there. I tell you, nothing like some good old confectionery sugar. Right. All right, so we got all of that in there. And again, we're going to continue to incorporate that into the heavy cream, which is starting to come together. So you want to really try to keep the side of that bowl nice and clean. You see I'm getting all around there. You can see it's really starting to come together now. So you're going to gradually continue to add it in there. Not too hot, because until it gets really thick, you don't want the milk popping up everywhere, all over, getting your shirt dirty and everything like that. I guess I should have on an apron though, right? So now it's slowly starting to come together. And now remember, we're talking about pie, but this is whipped cream. So we can use this on a nice bowl of strawberries. It's starting to get cold outside. So what better way to enjoy a nice cup of hot chocolate than with a little fresh whipped cream on top? So I don't want you thinking you just got to use this for sweet potato pie. It's good for a lot of different things. All right, so now it's coming together. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. All right. Now it's starting to get a little thick. And again, I'm going to constantly keep bringing everything down to the middle. And that's why it's so important that when you start, the bowl, the milk, the heavy cream rather, everything is nice and chilled. Because then it's going to come together and it's going to give you a better consistency. Okay, so while that's coming together, the next thing is we've got to add a little flavor to make it pop. And to do that, we've got some pure vanilla extract. Not imitation, but pure. So I like to find a nice grain of pure vanilla extract, Madagascar, whatever your preference is, but a nice pure vanilla extract, because that's what's going to make it pop. I'll tell you, this is really starting to come together, it's starting to get a little thicker. And that's when you want to gradually add the vanilla. So just a little bit around the edges of the bowl, work your way around. You want to share the love. Make sure, there we go. So we've got the vanilla extract in there. And now we're coming down to the finish line. We've got our confectionery sugar We started off with some heavy whipped cream that was really cold, and it's really coming together now. And now we've got the vanilla in there to make it pop. And since we've got everything in there now, it's a very simple recipe. We're going to turn it up because now it's getting really thick. Yeah, so again, you just want to keep bringing it together. And I tell you, while this is finishing up, last night I made a great sweet potato pie. So that's what we're going to have with it today. We're going to put that right there. Because what good is the whipped cream if you have nothing to share it with, right? Alright, so I'm going to take it all the way up. Because we're just about ready. And again, let's just keep cleaning the sides, bringing everything down to the center. Got it full steam. And now it's pretty much thick. So from here out, you just want to let it ride, let it get thicker, and then you're going to have a nice whipped cream waiting for you. And that's why it's so important to make sure that bowl is nice and cold, and to keep bringing everything together. And you'll know when it's done because it's really going to start getting thick, start to curl up. And then you know you've created magic. Yeah, here we go. Nice whipped cream here. So as you can see, it only takes a few minutes. It's not a long recipe at all. So we've got the consistency that we want. So let's take it down. Let's take a look here now. Look at that. Look at that. So you know it's done when you pull it up and it won't even come off. It doesn't even want to leave the whip, but it has to. So we got to enjoy it. So there we go. Look at that. Nice and thick, all right? So now, we've got a nice whipped cream. Look at that. Nice and thick, okay? And you've got a good amount in this recipe, so if you're like me, one pie is not enough. You can actually put it on a couple different pies. So got the whipped cream. Get a little slice of pie going here. You know, we're talking sweet potato, but another good one is pumpkin pie. I don't know if there's anything better than a slice of pumpkin pie with a little fresh whipped cream on it. But you guys know I'm partial to sweet potatoes, so that's what we're gonna rock with today. A little sweet potato pie. All right, so gotta get that out of there. Look at that. Y'all know how I feel about sweet potato pie. So I got my sweet potato pie. All right. Now, the whipped cream, I'm not going to do anything fancy, but certainly you can get a little pastry bag, and if you want to kind of pipe it on to a nice little, the full pie, or maybe a cream pie, you can do that as well. For what we're doing today, and just for a slice of pie, I just want to put it right on the edge of the spatula, put it right on there. I'm not trying to make it pretty for anybody but myself. I'm the one who's going to eat it. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Fresh whipped cream, sweet potato pie, and there's only one thing left to do. I wish you were here with me. This is crazy. Not too sweet, the perfect complement to your holiday pie, fresh whipped cream, and a slice of pie. I better stop now or else I'll eat the whole thing. Thanks for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you in our next episode. On the next episode, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving Day and what do you do in the morning. And I think the best way to start is with a nice breakfast, nice and early. So I'm going to show you how to make a nice bacon or vegetable quiche that you can start your Thanksgiving off with, okay? But in the meantime, I'm going to have one more slice of pie and try it at home. See you guys later.